Oh yeah, starting the day.
We're gonna take it for testing.
We got the sparklers put into the Dodge Challenger.
He asked me to turn the H cars. It'd be nice, my wife will give her.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Dan's Hangout Garage and hanging with me today, Dan. So today we have a GMC pickup that we are going to be working on. Guy brought it in, or I just picked it up from the guy, and I guess he needs a wheel bearing and a half shaft. Problem is we're going to do a half shaft on one side and a wheel bearing on the other. But nice if they would have been both on the same side. But let's get in there and get them replaced. Alright, so we got the wheel off, so we're going to get to this wheel bearing. But this thing is actually quite shot, so we got to pull this dust cover off, pull the two brake caliper bolts off, the brake caliper bracket off, and then get back there to the bolts to pull the bearing. There should be 3 of them. I can see 2 and number 3. So we'll get some tools and go ahead and get it set up and start taking this apart. First thing we're gonna do is try to get this little dust cover off. A little hammer. Alright. I thought that was a screwdriver. It's not. It's a Phillips. We need a smaller screwdriver. Wow, that was a pain in the butt to get off. Now hopefully I have a socket that'll fit that shaft. Let's see. Woo! Let's see if I can get this broke loose. Yeah, buddy. So what I like to do is flip this around. Get it on there. Couple threads. Hit it out. There we go. Axle is now loose. Alright, well, we got the brake pad or brake caliper off. Set it up here nice and neat, so hopefully it doesn't pull on the hose too well. Now we're going to pull these 18s, my bad. Pull these two 18s up here and there to pull this bracket off so we get the rotor off. And to move the camera, I'm going to use my foot. Oh no! Well, that's a bummer. I completely snapped off. I guess I need to get a 1/2-inch drive. Yeah, look at that. Right in there. Snapped it right off. Well, I haven't been able to get it out with a 1/2-inch drive. Turn the wheel a little bit, see if I can get it with an impact. Oh, butter. Well, somebody used red Loctite. There we go. Now we can pull this caliper or rotor off. Oh, yeah. And now we got to get the 3 bolts out so we can eventually get this bearing out. All right, well, we're gonna try to get these bolts out. I've got two, well, 115, 116, 15's going on. And we'll try to leverage this up. Just to get it loose. Hope you enjoyed that. Alright, well, we got the 3 bolts out. I just noticed, forgot one step. There is a wheel sensor here. This is a W5 Allen. So we're going to take that out, and then we're going to commence to trying to hopefully it falls out. A couple hits with a hammer, but if not, it's going to be a little hard to get it out, but we'll get this wheel bearing out. Because as you can see, it is shot. I think the only thing holding that together was the axle itself. Okay, we got the sensor out. We gotta remember to clean that up because it's quite dirty from wheel bearing grease. Let's see if we can get this wheel bearing out. Oh, good. Couple hits, it came right out. There we go. There is the bad wheel bearing. All right, that thing did a lot of play. So we got the new wheel bearing here. Unbox it. Hopefully it's the right one, because if not, oh well. Oh, it comes with a new speed sensor. Let's get this camera down here. So we got the new wheel bearing. It does come with a new speed sensor, so I didn't have to disconnect it. I should have just ran it from the top. There we go. Now let's get this thing back in the truck. All right, so we got the new wheel bearing put in. We just got to get everything bolted back up. There it is. Run the wire for the new speed sensor or ABS sensor, or whatever that is. I don't know. Drop a comment if you do. So what we're going to do is go ahead and set up a little time lapse and get this back together. Alright, got the tire back on. I'm gonna get it on the ground, head over to the other side, do the half shaft. So we're on this side of the vehicle. We already got the wheel off, got it jacked up, of course, because the wheel's off. Duh. So what we're gonna do on this side is we're gonna do a half shaft. It's almost like the other side doing the wheel bearings. This time we do not have to disconnect the brakes, but we're probably gonna have to remove the upper ball joint. Just so it'll pivot forward so we can get the half shaft out. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is knock the cap off, pull the half shaft nut off. Then, hopefully you can see that there is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. It looks like 15 millimeters. We'll get those off. Then we can slide the half shaft out. So I'm gonna skip forward until getting ready to pull the half shaft, because you already seen me do the wheel bearing on the other side, so it's kind of the same thing of getting the half shaft out. All right, well, I got the half shaft out. So what I did is I popped the upper ball joint to give me room to slide it out. So here's the new one that we're about to install. Here's the old one. It had a nice tear in the boot right there. That's about all I can see what was wrong with it, but I'm gonna go ahead and replace it because that's what the customer wants. Get it back together and let's get it back in there. I guess, whatever. So we're gonna go ahead, hopefully do a time lapse, get it back together and send this thing on its way. All right, well, we got it on the ground, quite dirty. It's time to wash up. We're gonna take the truck for a test spin. Hopefully you enjoyed the video hanging with me at Dan's Hangout Garage. Me being Dan at Dan's Hangout Garage. So we're gonna go ahead and get cleaned up. Sorry for the wind noise, I'm outside. Still got another project in there, hopefully coming up next week. So remember to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Drop a comment below if you want me to change anything or see something coming up, because we still got the gold car back there, still on the back burner. The Passat's on the back burner. So remember to drop a comment. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, give me something. All right, I'll catch y'all later.